Hello again, friends. We're back again with the MPC Sample, and today I'm going to show you guys how to sync and sample at the same time. As always, if you guys happen to like my content, feel free to like and subscribe. In front of us, we have the JX08 and the MPC Sample. Let's talk about the hardware setup first. The audio from the JX08 is being pushed to the MPC Sample by way of the rear ports. As a matter of fact, if I hold shift and press the sample key, I have my source set to rear. As far as the MIDI configurations and setup are concerned, I have the MIDI out of the MPC Sample connected to the MIDI in of the JX08. For those of you familiar with the JX08, you'll know that it has a built-in sequencer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the MPC Sample trigger the sequencer of the JX08. But before we do that, we have to make sure the MPC Sample is configured to do so. I'm going to hold shift, go into my MIDI menu, and let's go through the parameters one by one. MIDI port set to external. MIDI in channel, not so important, but it is set to all. MIDI out, I want to make sure that the MIDI out channel is set to the same channel as the JX08. MIDI pad in set to off. MIDI pad out set to never. And the reason I'm doing it that way is because I don't want the MPC Sample's pads to trigger notes from the JX08, at least not for now. MIDI sync in, I have that turned off. MIDI sync out, I have that set to MIDI clock because again, I want to make sure the clock information is being transferred to the JX08 readily. MIDI through can be set to off, and the remaining parameters are non-essential to this exercise. So as mentioned before, the audio from the JX08 is being captured by the MPC Sample, and the JX08 is synchronized to the MPC Sample, which means that if I use the MPC Sample's transport controls, I should be able to trigger the JX08 sequencer. And because we're perfectly in sync, all I have to do is enter my sample record mode, tap a pad to sample, and then take it from there. Again, make sure that your input source is set to rear. Make sure that the duration of your sample is set to the length of the sequence, and you can set the threshold as you see fit, but this should be adequate. I'll tap my pad, press play. Alright guys, there you have it. You have a perfectly synchronized sample using the sequencer of an external synthesizer. That was probably the most alliterative sentence I've used in this channel. That's a lot of S words for one sentence. Try saying that 3 times fast and let me know what you come up with. Alright, I'm hoping that you guys found that useful. If you guys happen to have any questions about anything that just happened here today, please feel free to leave that question in the comments and I'll be sure to get back with you. Thanks.